Hi there everyone, and welcome to another Pokemon Ultramoon Wi-Fi battle. And here we have the final match against Max. So, as you can see, they've got their most powerful team at the moment, with plenty of OU mons, one Uber, and I think Milotic is RU. And yes, I'm rocking my general mixed teams as usual. I decided to stick Dusknoir in there for a change, you know, have a nice physical wall and give Dusknoir some limelight. I do love that Pokemon, but it's just kinda crappy. And the rest of my team looking pretty average. Jolteon hits hard, Charizard hits hard, Florges hits hard, and Smeargle is up to its general old shenanigans. So, our final third match. I won the first one, he won the second one. Let's see how the third one will go. Still rocking out that lovely green look. That is a shade of green I do appreciate. As I lead off with my lovely Dusknoir. I figured he'd most probably lead off with the Lopunny, hoping to fake out my Smeargle. But no, we see Landorus, but this is fine. Dusknoir can burn the Landorus and reduce it to a crippled mess. That knockoff doing crazy amount of damage. As Will-O-Wisp misses. Great! Dusknoir, you had one shot and you blew it. And now I assume my opponent would have switched out not wanting to get burned, but he actually stayed in. So I could have burned there, what a shame. But I decided to go for damage instead. At least we're able to do a tiny amount of damage to the Landorus. But damn, Dusknoir certainly failed me this battle. Things aren't looking good. As now, it is safe to bring in Smeargle. Landorus will outspeed me, of course, and actually reveals the Flying Gym Z. Well, that's interesting. I guess my opponent is not so familiar to know that most Smeargle, if not all, are focus sashed. So we see that Landorus fly up into the sky on all fours and smash straight into Smeargle. But of course we're fine thanks to our Focus Sash, and that allows us to go for Spore, putting Landorus to sleep, and things are looking good. So now we will be able to get up our hazards as Landorus snoozes away. One sleep turn, and out comes the Sticky Web. Instrumental, of course, one of my favourite moves. Lowers the speed of anything that switches in. And Landorus stays asleep for a second turn, allowing us to get up our Stealth Rock, so every time he switches in a Pokemon, they'll take some damage, and that Volcarona, who is 4 times weak to Rock, will take 50% damage. And Lord Helix on our side, Landorus stays asleep for a third turn, allowing Smeargle to escape unscathed with Parting Shot, lowering the Landorus's offensive stats. So I decide to go into Jolteon here, a Pokemon who I know will outspeed, and we can fire off the Hidden Power Ice. The fact our opponent hasn't switched so far suggests to me it's not something they like to do, and lucky for us, Landorus goes straight down thanks to that Hidden Power Ice. Good job, Jolteon. As in comes Aegislash. Now I could probably do a hefty chunk with Shadow Ball, but on the off chance this Aegislash actually has the weakness policy, I'm not going to do that. Let's see how much Thunderbolt will do instead. And it does a nice amount of damage, but we see that was a critical hit, so oh well. As Aegislash goes straight on the offense with Shadow Ball. How much damage will this do? Ooh, a clean 70%. Now I'm thinking, should I just go for another Shadow Ball? But actually, no. He is far most likely to go for Shadow Sneak. And of course, Smeargle walls Aegislash. Shadow Sneak fails and allows me to go for another Spore, which is fantastic. And now that Aegislash is asleep, I can lower its stats while switching out again. This is why I have Parting Shot on Smeargle. Can live to Spore another day. So, we reduce the offensive stats of Aegislash, crippling it ever so much. And now we can bring in Charizard, who will wall anything Aegislash wants to throw at it. Aegislash still asleep, so that's good. And now we can start setting up I assume they're going to switch into their shield form here, hoping that they'll wake up and lower my attack if I decide to attack them. But they actually don't. They went straight for the offense. But oh well, they stayed asleep and allowed me, my good old Charizard, to get a Dragon Dance up. Now I'm thinking, I definitely don't want to go for attack, in case he does go for the King Shield again. But he actually went for the Shadow Sneak, achieving nothing, as I Dragon Dance once more. Now I'm still thinking, this Aegislash can't hit me, and the minimal amount of damage it will be able to do with Shadow Ball, I can just roost off. So, I decide to keep going for Dragon Dance. As we see, he actually did go for the King Shield that time, hoping to reduce my attack. But nope, we've Dragon Danced 3 times, putting our speed and attack at +3. And now that I know it won't be able to lower my attack, I will go on the offense. As he actually switches into Tyranitar, hoping to resist my fire moves. However, a +3 Dragon Danced Tough Claws Charizard X. Poor Tyranitar didn't stand a chance, as Fire Punch comes out and despite being resisted, does about 75% damage. Maybe a little more. And since we know I outspeed, I'm free to go for a Dragon Claw, guaranteeing the kill. Unfortunately, Tyranitar setting up that sand, causing the video to lag a bit, but oh well. In comes Lopunny, who of course will be able to outspeed me with its priority fake out and do a hefty amount of damage. Quite annoying, but I will go on the offense here, hoping that maybe it won't. But even if it does, I should be fine. I should be able to live a fake out easily. Out comes the Mega Lopunny, nice and pink, and yes, the traditional fake out. Doing a nice chunk of damage, bringing me down to under 50% with that sandstorm damage. But yeah, I figured he'd want to switch out his Lopunny here to preserve the ability to fake me out later. It was his only win con at the moment. So I take this opportunity to roost off all that damage I took, which is fantastic. As he switched into Aegislash, now there's a good chance he'll go for King Shield, but even if he does, I'll still be at +1 attack, so I'm going to go for Fire Punch anyway. But surprise, surprise, he doesn't actually go on the offense, and, well, he does go on the offense and doesn't go for his King Shield, meaning I'm still at +3 physical attack. So in comes Milotic, who I'm pretty sure at +3 Dragon Claw will be able to finish off quite nicely. As we do see the competitive get activated from that Sticky Web. And it takes some nice damage from the Stealth Rock. But yes, +3 Dragon Claw, boosted by Tough Claws, down goes Milotic. And this is why I love Charizard X. I saw the opportunity there with my Smeargle to set up, and I did, and in comes Volcarona, who is caught in the Sticky Web, and unfortunately for it, caught in the Stealth Rock, taking 50% damage, the poor thing. But yes, we let loose with Dragon Claw, and end the Volcarona. So now we have a nice clean sweep with our Charizard X. Lopunny caught in the Sticky Web and takes some extra damage. It'll go fake out, but it's just delaying the inevitable at this point. Does minimal damage, and with one Fire Punch, we end the game. Meaning that the good rematch we had, where he beat me last round, was settled by a 2-1 win in my favour. Good game, Passerby Max. It was a nice challenge. I hope you learnt some things. And thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed.